Ladies and gentlemen, dear members of the scientific committees, dear Farzana Gardner, thank you to have accepted me in this symposium. My presentation today is concerning Indian immigrants in the French island, social and religious adaptation from 19th century to early 20th century. What is important to know is the general context. Since the 17th century, the East India Company has been engaged in trade in the Indian Ocean, and the settlement of Reunion Island begins with a servile population brought from several regions. In the 18th century, slaves were taken from the French counter in Pondicherry, as well as free seamen and skilled workers, also from other parts of India. After the slave revolution in 80 and the loss of Santo Domingo, the planters of Reunion Island decided to abandon the culture of coffee to focus on sugarcane. Since slavery was banned by the Congress of Vienna in the 1815, they turned to their French counter to recruit workers. This movement accelerated after the abolition of slavery in December 1848. So how would the people of India continue their cult from their village to this small island of Indian Ocean? We are going to see it. At this time, the Indians who settled in the island since the 18th century were already partly Catholic, but they also celebrated the great feast as Pongal or as well as the Muharram, popular Muslim ceremony throughout India. When immigration increased, most came from French counter in India: Yanao, Trichinopoli, Karikal, Madras, Pondicherry, Mahé. When quotas was insufficient, recruiters turned to English territories, including Bengal. Hence, a minority of these indentures came from northern India. The latter was considered more fragile, got sick more often, and were less resistant to the tropical climate. From a social religious point of view, we therefore have a majority of Indians from southern India, mostly Hindu, but among them, a minority were also Muslim and Catholic. Some sources specify that in the 19th century in South India, only the outcasts agreed to work among European settlers, because the higher caste considered impure to work among white. So it was easier for recruiters to turn to the lower caste. They were also more likely to leave their country because of the discrimination of the other caste. What was the religious context? Réunion being a French colony, the official religion is Catholicism. However, from the middle of the 19th to the beginning of the 20th century, the Church of France had to face the process of secularization of French society, which led to the law of separation of the church and the state. In 1905, in fact, the church in France was separated from the state, which acknowledged no worship. From that date, the church in France lost its prestige. However, in the colony, the situation was little different. The population as a whole remained very pious, and ideology emphasized the fact that being French for stranger was also being Catholic, so which influenced those who wished to stay and integrate. During the last half of the 19th century, even if Catholicism was official, there was not enough priests to take care of the multitude of engaged people. so they were free to practice their cult, and Hinduism were firmly anchored in the Réunion Island. For the owner, allowing the Indian to continue their rite, beat drum and make procession, was also a way to attaching them to the Réunion Island. That means that at the end of the 19th century, many of the second generation asked to be baptized, either because they had married to Creole Catholic or because of a concern for social integration. Since Tamil of lower caste were familiar with, very familiar to Catholic and Catholic and Protestant missionary from the territory of India, it was natural for them to respect all forms of religion. Since the 18th century, India's popular cult have occupied a large place in the social cultural landscape of Réunion. Their ceremonies have always attracted the rest of the population who attending them very widely. That's why, transported from the village of the south, the indentures celebrated the Pongol, organized march on fire with sacrifices of animals like rooster, goats, and they pray deity guardians of village, hero cult, like has Madurai Viren, Kalupuswami, goddesses, protectors from disease, has Mariamman. And they also, we can see that also northern cults survive, such as the cock sacrifices of Durga and her seven sisters. Piglets were also sacrificed by the Calcutta minority in homage to deity Parmeshvari. All the camps worship the Muslim patron Saint Nagura Mira Sahib or Nagor Mira Sahib, whose dargah is in the city of Nagor. Among the family rites, offerings were made to the children protecting goddess. Until 1880, ceremonies related to marriage were still held in family. In conclusion, from 1870, as in Mauritius, Malaysia, and South India, the indenture and their descendants built a temple in wall, on sugar house, in the private dwelling, but also in the house. They entered the land, went to the church, and continued the cult brought by their ancestors. Indenture in Réunion have sometimes encountered particular reaction of hostility because of the strong influence of the Catholicism in the European colonies, but also because of the concept of French colonization favorable to cultural assimilation. On the other hand, since workers in the south of India were very familiar with the French culture from the counters of Pondicherry, Karikal, and Mahé, it can be said that they managed to adapt to the colonization and the world of the plantation. They relied on the freedom of religious expression based on secularity to keep the popular cult brought by their ancestors alive. Engaged into a process of creolization, they succeeded in making Indian culture a treasure for their host country. This adaptation was also achieved thanks to their great religious fervor and the solidarity that bound them. Away from India, unlike their counterpart in Mauritius, they have often appealed to India to maintain their Tamil rites and reinvent a new identity in this Creole society. I thank you very much for your attention.